He's doing step 1, the gloves.
Alright. Well, step 2, you gotta get the turkey wrap.
Well, how do we do that? Step 1.
There
are directions involved.
Oh, you want the real directions?
Yes, I need.
Okay.
So we don't have a recipe in front of us. Okay. Every week we will have a recipe in front of us for you to be able to follow the instructions step by step. Now, because I don't have the recipe right here in front of me, Adriana, what is step 2 you said?
Take the tortilla wrap out of the bag.
Oh, look what I have just found. I have found a copy of the recipe, but let's see if he's following it so far so good.
Place it on top of the chopping board.
Let him do. Okay, he's done that. Now, it says here to place cream cheese and ranch dressing in a medium-sized mixing bowl. I just so happen to have a medium-sized mixing bowl. Okay? So which one do you have there? So what you're going to need for your cream cheese is, of course, a spoon. Of course. Okay, so while he is doing that, we will go ahead and use this right here. I'm going to have a volunteer pass out some copies of this here so we can make sure that he is following, so make sure he's following the recipe correctly, okay? So he's putting this into the mixing bowl. I need you focused, okay, because we got to move a little quickly. Not all of it. We're just going to put a little bit in here for our wrap and possibly for the next go round, okay? So I tell you what you use.
Actually, last time we made something here, we never made turkey wrap. We made the 6th grade. I wasn't just exactly. We made grilled cheese with tomatoes.
I remember that. It was like the little bagel pieces. Those are both on the list of things that we will make, but for today we're going to practice our hand at following the instructions step by step, okay? So we're just going to let this sit out for a little bit so it'll soften, and I'll get someone in the next class. If you'll go ahead and put your ranch in there too. That's okay. You got it, Hassan. So can someone please read out loud what is step 2? Someone from this general area over here. Thank you. What's your name again?
Mark.
Mark. Let me hear it. What is step 2?
Spread a thin layer of cream cheese / ranch mixture, completely covering all of the tortilla.
Okay, so he's going to mix this up really quickly. Just mix this up and then spread a little bit onto your wrap, okay? Who has step 3? Who's going to read it out loud for me? Read it out nice and loud. I need to hear a voice I haven't heard yet, please. In your chair. I need to hear a voice I haven't heard yet. Let me hear.
Step 3, place turkey, spinach, carrots, and cheese on 1/2 of the tortilla.
Okay, so we just so happen to have turkey, spinach, and carrots. Okay, can anyone who has had Iron Chef already tell me what is the turkey is good for? Thank you, Avia.
Protein.
That's what I'm talking about, protein. Okay, and what about the carrots? Oh, yes.
It's good for your eyes.
There you go, good for your eyes. Spinach. Popeye likes some spinach. Why? What, Stephanie, what?
Make your bones strong.
That's what I'm talking about. Okay.
It make you strong.
Popcorn.
All right, so now that we have a good amount of this on here, we are going to use our gloves to put some turkey on there. You go ahead and put the knife right back in there. Make sure you have the turkey good. Make sure you have the carrots good. And make sure that you have the spinach good. Now, who is going to read out loud for me? Step 4. The best step. Thank you. What's your name again? Raheem, let me hear it.
Roll the tortilla tightly and slice in half. Enjoy.
Okay, now because we have more people then usually this makes 1 serving, so that would be just for you. You would cut it in half and you would enjoy both halves. Now because we have more people in the room, we're going to cut it in 4s. Okay, that's okay. Thank you for letting me know, okay? Now, if you will go ahead and I will give to, if you'll finish that, okay, Hassan? We're going to put 1 minute on the clock, James, since you're sitting right there next to the clock. If you'll go ahead and put 1 minute on the clock, you have to clear it. Yes, hit both of those buttons and clear it.
Carrots and spinach.
He's going to do with the carrots. I'm sorry, I covered it up. I covered it up.
You didn't see it.
Now you may all take this recipe with you. Go ahead and take that with you. And you can make these when you get home, okay? All of the ingredients are listed there. All of the steps are listed there. That's what I'm talking about.
I don't have more carrots.
Go ahead and start the 1 minute. All right, so in 1 minute, Hassan, we will cut that up in 4 pieces, okay? 1 minute, and then you will cut it up in 4 pieces, okay? All right, now I'm going to give a sample to those that participated. Radio Raheem, go ahead and take yours. 1. Okay. Avi, you answered the question for me. Okay, thank you, thank you. You said no, John Byron.
Yes.
Okay. Everyone take, ladies, be good. I have napkins too. I have napkins as well. Okay, all right.
Can I donate mine?
Like I say, I need to make sure that everyone that comes through today has an opportunity to get one, okay?
This looks different from what you said was on there. This one got different.
So let's taste it, Okay, there you go. All right, I'm coming back around with the other ones that he's making, okay? How much time do we have on the clock? It sounds like 0. All right, we need to go ahead and cut it up. Now, that is one thing that you will need to keep in mind. There is always a time limit. Excuse me. There's always a time limit because it is a competition, okay? There will be 2 teams of no more than 8 people, and you will be competing against each other to see who can make the better recipe in a short amount of time, okay? So, here is what you'll use if you'll make it into 4 pieces, please. 4 pieces. I'm sorry. I don't understand. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. That's why we practice. Okay? That's a good one. That's a good one. 4 pieces and a little extra on the end. There you go. All right. So let's come on down. Who can I get one? Karima, if you'll please. James, if you'll get one, please. Hold on, 1 at a time. Okay, 1 at a time. Brian, I need for you to go around, okay? Raheem, if you'll let Brian get through here, please. Karima, you're up. Come on down. Stephanie, would you like?
Yes.
Okay, Stephanie, if you'll come on down. Avi, you said you're good, okay? This particular one did not. No, I think she made them based off of the recipe. I'm pretty sure she made them based off the recipe.
She did.
But it tastes like there's cheese on it?
There is cheese in there.
Okay. I guess she just added a little extra,
The recipe
for you.
just said.
Thank you, Ronnie. You can take your seat. All right, if you can hear my voice, snap your fingers one time. I got some people that are listening. Let me try that one more time. If you can hear my voice, snap your fingers 3 times. Snap your fingers, see? I need you listening. That is definitely a part of Junior Iron Chef. There are a lot of instructions. Absolutely. There are a lot of instructions that go into, excuse me, I still have people talking while I'm talking, and it goes back to my #1 rule, okay? There are a lot of instructions and directions that you need to be able to follow, and it's very important that you are able to work together with your teammates, because it takes more than one person to create a recipe, all right? Especially if you're talking about feeding 16 people, okay? Are there any questions about nutrition, cooking? Let's see here, any questions at all about the apprenticeship?